Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. Today is Sunday, July the 24th, 2022, and I'm sorry I'm running a tad bit late, but this is a recap on my week of review of my whips and UFOs. But I'm going to go ahead and cover that, and then I've got a little brush up cleanup that I'm going to hit really quick. So I'm going to put my phone behind me, out of my way, so that I can get this steamrolling moving forward. I'm going to hit the chat really quick. Hello, Dorlin. Welcome. Courtney, thank you for joining. Anticipation is making me wait. Sojourney Tracy. Hello. Ingrid. Hello. Thank you, Courtney, for letting them know I was running a tad bit late. I had to make a little note here for myself. And hello, Heather. Welcome. Goody Goods. God bless you, baby. And MJ, hello. So with that being said, I'm just going to hop right in. Last week I did a really big recap of what all I've been up to and things. So I'm just going to slide straight back in and do a little brush up, clean up on what this week has entailed. So first and foremost, thank you all for joining me tonight. Feel free, if you're running late and you're catching this after the fact, watch the replay. There's a lot of good content, a lot of good information that's coming your way tonight, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Hello, Shirley, around to it, and Janice, welcome to the chat. So, my weekend review ended last week on the 17th, where we rounded out Quilt One, and that went out on Monday, the 18th. Stephanie has it in her possession, and she'll be quilting that on Friday evening at 7:00 p.m. That video will release. She's going to record it and then upload it. So if anybody wants to see the stage of quilt number 1, you'll be able to see that on her channel. So please hop over there. If you have not subscribed to her, give her a look-see. And if you like the content that she's got coming out, please subscribe. We're all here to support each other and share the love. So tonight we worked on oh, I'm getting ahead of myself, sorry about that. Monday night I had a little sit and chat with Beth of Goody Goods. She's such a sweetheart. She just bought her first long arm, and she had delivery of it, I believe was yesterday. This coming week, they'll be stepping in to set her up and get her moving along. So a lot of good things coming from her end. On Monday, I had some medical stuff I had to deal with. On, I said Monday, I meant to say Tuesday. On Wednesday, we released the hack of the week, and I did some behind the scenes sewing. On, Thursday, I finished putting the 2 borders on my time machined quilt. I'm going to show you that. This is a beautiful, beautiful quilt. I just love it. Turned out fabulous. So if you haven't saw the videos on it, this is amazing. This is the open gates. And I finished it off with the quilting and did the binding as well. So let me move this out of the way for just a second. And then the 3-yard quilts, I have it here, and I just quilted it up. Joe, can you hand me the blue one, please? I forgot to grab it. So I finished this up with its borders as well. And I'll be following up on Thursday, the 29th. I had a lot of people asking me about showing them how I do my binding. So this one has also been quilted up, and it's just beautiful. So all the quilting, I did a beautiful meandering, did 2 quilts in one. First time I've ever attempted that. And that turned out really nice. No waste, really to amount to anything with my binding, with the batting, any of it. It all just, it worked. So I'm thankful that another long armor had showed me that little skill. Love that quilt. Beautiful work, Donna. Thank you, doll. And let me see, what else did I get done? Oh, Sean, the guy who sews, he did a boat on his channel, and I got it all quilted up, and I'm going to bring it in a little closer. You can see the ocean waves I put into it. And that turned out really cute. So I also gave that the good old binding. So I'll slide that down here because that's one of my finished projects. On Saturday, we were, several of us content creators was supposed to hop in and do a scrappy quilt along. Life happens, things come up, and we had to delay it. But Sean told us to go ahead and finish our projects and post them. So I went ahead and finished mine off. The only thing left on mine was to do the binding. So this is mine and it's finished. And what you're seeing here is where the girls had drew. I have my granddaughter and my bonus granddaughter. They drew a pattern for me to practice with the long arm with the laser light. So I wanted to make sure that was in there so that we could show it. So it was just really cool. So I went ahead and got this bound up last evening and got that done. And let me see. I'm just moving right along. I don't want to miss anything. The coriander quilt, the piecing instructions are out, but this week's been quite busy, so I didn't get to follow up and get that together, but I've got my tray and I've got everything cut up and ready to go. So the goal is to get that done. Thanks, Austin. That bow turned out awesome. So also this week, I also, Clifford, I don't know if you can see my dog back here. Beth of Goody Goods. She did this puppy dog, Clifford. So she trusted me. Of all the people in the world, trusted me, a new quilter and new at paper piecing, to test her pattern. I thought that was so cool. So I'm going to pop it down and show you how adorable it turned out. That girl's got some talent. So if you haven't checked her out either, go over to Goody Goods. And this is how it turned out. I did the quilting on it. And I did the little matchstick. And I was like messaging her, oh, I don't know if this is going to look right or not. I think it's going to be a special kind of pooch. But the girl never lost faith in me. And my granddaughters love this. So that's one more thing off my bucket list to do. So I also had my spools quilt on the long arm. So the other day, I went ahead and knocked that out too. And you knocked it out of the park, Donna. He's perfect. I just love him. Hi, Roxanne. So my spools quilt, it was a blast to do. If you've never done one, you're really going to want to do one. And if you need help with it, I might be new, but I guarantee I can show you a few things on this baby. And the spools quilt came together so beautiful. I used amazing patterns, amazing fabric in it, and you can't really tell the spools are dominant until you lay it out and you look at it. So I picked a blue to give it a little bit of a tweak around so that it would really showcase it. So I've got that off my bucket list. So sometimes you just need some quiet time. So I hooked up with Beth of Goody Goods and Courtney of Pieces Loving Quilting, and we just did some sideline sewing the other night. I'm telling you right now, those girls can bring the best out of anybody in the midst of any and all adversities that life throws to us. So we sat last night and we giggled and we sewed and we giggled and we sewed. And Beth was working on some of my projects that I had sent her way. And I love the quilting community that we do have. It's a great network. And if anybody needs any assistance or help along the way, they're only a phone call, a text message, or whatever. We're just joined and it's great. So I'm just in amazement. This is Goody Goods' mom. Hi, Roxanne. I know that, baby. You're a sweetheart. And what else did I get done this week? Oh, I've been speaking to Courtney. And she got in my head, her and Beth, with this paper piece and stuff. So I've been working on light bulbs and Christmas table runners with Beth. And she just cracks me up. She goes, I can teach anybody. So with that being said, the hard patterns come out. Now, who am I going to rely on for this? Yep, Courtney. Then I was told I need one more thing. And what girl doesn't need a few more notions? And I'm telling you right now, got me a cool notion. I got a husband that loves me and spoils me. He hears the girls say, well, you need to get this or you need to get that. And the next thing I know, Amazon's showing up. And I got me a fancy old light box that'll sit right next to me while I'm paper piecing with these girls and learning. And I'm telling you right now, you couldn't ask for any more. So,
man don't love you.
The mailman doesn't love me, Joe's saying, but my husband sure does. And I love the community that we have. We support each other. We love each other. And we'll have each other's back through thick and thin. So, then tonight, I went ahead and wrapped up quilt number 2. And I'm going to give you a little sneak peek at this. And then this is going off tomorrow morning to be quilted. And then it'll move on to Kathy of Kathy's Cute Creations. So give me a second to get stood up here because it's quite big. I'm not going to read off all the names because I've already done that. And if you would like to see who made what blocks and whatnot, please go ahead back and watch tonight's earlier video. So this is how it's coming together. And this is just one side, but I'll turn it around because it's too beautiful not to show all of it. So this is what we've dubbed the name quilt number 2. So is this not stinking adorable? You would not think that mixing so many patterns and making it so scrappy would work. But I'm telling you right now, I bought these blocks off of Sobecca a couple years ago, I believe, back when I first started quilting. And I put them up on the shelf behind me. And I was like, well, one day I'll get the gumption and I'll figure out what we want to do with it. So when you get your mind set on something and you want to give back to your community and the people that give so much for all of us, I reached out to a couple other ladies and they were like, yeah, I'm all in. Let's do this. So that's how the traveling quilt came along. We talked about it. We prayed about it. And we just got y'all involved. And to me, that makes good sense. Because many hands make light work. And together we sew, together we grow. And we can achieve all kinds of greatness. So I'm going to have to look up here in the chat real quick. And then that's pretty much for my weekend review. But I got a couple little cleanups, housekeepings that I do want to talk about. So, LOL, I love these groups. Everyone is so kind and supportive. Absolutely, Roxanne. Let me see. Our husbands are the best. Good job, Joe. Absolutely. He listens to what's going on in the chat. And if he sees I need something, he's on Amazon while we're still in. And he just gets it. I know Beth and I can always help with any FPP. Absolutely. It is beautiful. Roxanne, you all make me want to quilt. I am stuck in my blanket crocheting for the family. Now I'm not working anymore. Maybe I'll look into it. We'll bring you over to the dark side of quilting. That's not a problem. Some of that fabric looked familiar. I'm sure it did. There is no doubt in my mind. So now I want to hit a little bit of the housekeeping. Stay as long as you'd like while I'm doing it. And if not, that's okay. But this is going to be out there. I'm just going to hit my July shout outs. Joe started this the 1st of July, and we're going to follow through the end of the year and see how it goes. We've made friends in this community, and Joe has opted that we're going to give them shout outs to help grow their channel. We're going to drop their links and things like that. God has blessed our business. This is a branch off of our regular quilt shop business, and this is just an extension. So with that being said, he chose the following: Beth of Goody Goods, Sylvie of You&MeFPP, and Courtney of Pieces Loving Quilting. That's his July lineup. So, and the guy who sews. I'm sorry, I didn't turn the card over tonight. So I would never forget Sean. He's a doll baby. So each month, Joe's going to showcase 4, and he'll just randomly pick them from the channels that I watch or that come into the chat. He has his own side of the space over there, and he does his thing. I'm not tech savvy, and everybody knows that, and Joe's the one that runs the show. I'm just the girl in the front. So with that being said, I'm going to give you my August lineup, and we're going to be getting that out as well, but I just wanted to make sure that I did not forget that. I don't think I did the giveaway. Let me do the giveaway first. When we hit 2,000 subscribers, Sylvia Back of You&MeFPP donated this beautiful quilt. She sent it to me. All I had to do was quilt it up, back it, and bind it. So that's what we've done. We've announced it on several videos, but as you know, if it's not in someone else's time, the tongues are going to go wagging. So with that being said, the date was announced prior, but we're still going to stick with the same date that we had chose prior, because that's when my granddaughter will be here with me. And it's important. She's done every drawing, so it's more important for her to be here and be involved. So July the 31st at 5 o'clock p.m., we're going to be doing that drawing. We've also opted to do another drawing the same night. We're going to be testing the Streamlabs bot system to automatically, if you're in the chat, then I'm going to get with Becca on this to make sure that we're doing this right, but I believe it's going to be slash and raffle, but do not quote me on that. But it's going to make it to where it's just going to be automatically done. So our August lineup for my interviews is August the 1st, Sassy Stephanie of Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter. Saturday the 6th is Open Gate with Monique Jacobs. The 8th is Tucker Nace. The 15th is Cindy Rang of the Fabric Patch. The 22nd is Brandy, the 100 Proof Quilter. And the 29th is T Quilts. I say August is looking pretty good. I'm really excited about it, and we've got a lot of greatness coming. So, I'll give you a minute to say your goodbyes. I've got quite a busy week ahead, and we could use a lot of your prayers as this week plays out. I'm having a procedure done tomorrow on my spine, and I'll catch you back when I can get back on. I'll talk to you later. God bless you all. You have a great week, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.